Today I'm on a unique quest. I discovered this app, Falling Fruit, and you can find it at fallingfruit.org. And what it is kind of like a map that anybody can add to that shows places where there's free food. And the last couple of, a few days ago and then again today, I found some Mustang grapes along the side of the road. So I'm going to add to that. It's something new for me. I've looked at the app to see what might be local, but this is what in season and this is what I found, so I'm going to add it so anybody in the area that might be interested can go and get some free grapes. Mustang grapes are kind of acidic. Last batch I made like a grape leather thing, then I found a recipe and dehydrated. Some mostly raw, they're kind of tough to eat raw, but they're not so bad if you don't eat the skin, so that's an option. See what else I can figure out. I just picked a batch earlier today, so I'm not going to be picking any today, but I'm just going to add them to the map, and that's my quest. More Seawright Park in South Austin. I'm on my way to a place I remember from a prior year that had grapes. So we'll see if they're still producing in that area. I'm sure they will be. And there's another part of the entrance to the park like a few days ago. And we'll go there next. A community park. It's right against Merrimore Seawright Park. But it's close enough. That's a good reference point that more people will be familiar with. Oh, here's a lot of persimmons here. I'll come check that out in another month. I can add them to the map today, even though they're not ripe yet. And up here ahead is where I found the Mustang grapes the last time, the very first time I tried them. They're a bit rough, but the ones I've been getting lately are pretty good. Maybe last time they weren't as ripe as they needed to be, I don't know. But we'll see. Oh, here we go. See some grapes there, I hope. Let's get the map out and see if I can figure out how to add one. Should have brought a bike with a kickstand. Little fumbling around, I got that one added. So, and I took a taste. They're not too bad. We've had a lot of rain this year. I don't know if that makes a difference. I remember last time they were like, you couldn't eat them raw, and I'm, you know, mostly raw vegan, so I like them in one form or another raw. But these are actually edible. I just pop them out of the skin as I eat them, and, you know, spit out the seeds. And not really too bad. A lot better than I expected, to be honest. I'm on my single speed today, 28mm tires. Not really a trail bike, but it'll get me there. These trails aren't too tough. May have to walk a little bit, but I think I'll be okay. I think that was the worst of it. A lot of Turk's cap in this park. There's a handful of mesquite. I could spend all day just coming through here documenting Turk's cap. I'm not sure it'd be worth it. A lot of prairie tea too. That Texas persimmon I saw back there, but there's another one on the way that I knew of, so I stopped here. It's pretty well loaded, but got some pretty high up. You may be able to bend the branch down. I'll come back when they're ripe and see. It's that one that's leaning there, kind of bald. Fruit up over this way. Group of Mexican plum trees I found on the map. I'm going to go scope them out. They're not in season yet, but I just want to check it out. Since I'm here, since they're there, should be over here to the right. Oh, this says Charles. Go through the wildflowers. Maybe I'll come back when they're ripe, check them out a little better. Let's see, here's one that's close. These I think were planted by the city. Not see any fruit. Let's take a look. This was posted 8 years ago, so maybe they're beyond their lifespan. But anyway, maybe I'll come back and update it if I can, since it's not my entry. I don't know. I'm still figuring this thing out. Alright, should be coming up on here shortly. I rode past here the other day and those big black splotch where they had fallen. So I discovered it, so I stopped and picked. And my leather. There you go. You can see them falling on the ground there. Some fruit up higher there. Not sure this is a spot. There was a lot more fruit the other day. Maybe I got it all. Okay, there's more fruit than I originally see, so there's still quite a bit of fruit there. I'm just going to keep my eyes peeled out this way since I'm going this way anyway. If I see another patch of black on the ground, I'll stop and document it. That doesn't look like it. I'm to the end of the road here. One more stop up ahead. Some more Mustang grapes. Right here on Slaughter Lane roadside on the bridge. We'll check with you there. There's actually two spots here I'm going to get. See the abundance of fallen grapes on the ground there. And I picked here earlier. Well, I actually picked at the other site, but there's a ton here and there's still a ton at the other place. Pretty close. I'd say about 30 meters or less, 20 meters. I mean, I picked a pretty big bag and there's still a ton of fruit here, so this is a pretty good source right here. A couple of days, there's a ton of fruit. This is a jackpot right here. Here up ahead. Pears up ahead. It's an old listing, so we'll see. There they are, but they're inaccessible, it appears. I don't know what property that is, if there's a way to get in from the other side. I guess I'll swing around. Probably not, but probably not be able to, but worth a shot. They look right. There's the property to the right. I didn't see any other access points, so I headed back. The description on the map said they were overhanging, and it's probably been pruned since then, since there's no listing, but definitely not overhanging, so worth a look. Mexican plums in bloom this spring back this way. So I'm kind of hoping to find them again. Not sure exactly, but I know they're in here somewhere. So I'm just strolling through hoping I see them. We'll check back if I do. Found the Mexican plums, but no fruit. So, well.